IP1, welcome back, and I hope everyone is doing great and you are ready to learn. Let's get started with our new presentation. Let me just fix this for a moment. Okay. Okay, so today we are continuing talking about Paint program, and today we want to talk more about how to create images, how to create your own image, how to draw your own image. Okay, so this is our 7th lesson, so it's lesson number 7. Let's get started. First, we want to talk more about brush. Okay, what is your brush? You can use the brush to draw freehand in paint. So you can use your mouse to draw with your mouse. The brush icon is right here. The brush icon is right here. This is the brush icon. All right. So if you press the brush icon, you can use it to draw with freehand. You don't need to use the shapes only. There are some options to choose from for brushes. So once you click the brush icon, you have all these options for you to choose from. And you can simply click and hold on the white area, white document area, and move your mouse and draw the shape that you need. So this is a circle drawn with the brush. There are different types of brushes. So each of them have different names. So this one is called Calligraphic Brush. It's used to create drawings with various thicknesses, with different thicknesses. And are two types. There are two types of calligraphic brush. So one is called Calligraphic Brush 1 and Calligraphic Brush 2. So the first calligraphic brush is right here, which when you use it to draw, it looks like this. And calligraphic brush number 2 looks like this, and it's positioned on the third brush option. Next, we have airbrush, which helps to create drawings with tiny droplets, which will help the same effect, will give and help you to get the same effect as airbrush coloring. All right, so this is the airbrush. So it can help you to get effects when you're coloring your picture. Next, we have Crayon Brush. It's used to give the impression of crayon drawing. This is a crayon brush. This is how it looks like. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 6th brush, you can choose the crayon brush to use it and practice. Next, we have marker. Marker brush is used to create paintings with fine lines and bold strokes. Next, we have natural pencil, which natural pencil brush is the same as the pencil tool, which is used for creating simple drawings. The next option would be watercolor brush, which is used to create watercolor effects in drawings. And this would be the sample. This would be how it looks like. You can see that it looks like a watercolor drawing. Okay, so number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 9th and last brush in your options. Let's review all the basic tools in Paint and create a picture freely by using Paint program. So let's open Paint. Let's open our Paint program. Okay, I have it open here. So let's take a review first before we get started. Let's turn the page. Okay, so for the brushes, where you can come for the brushes is right here. You come to the brushes. First, you can practice using the brush, how it feels. You can try to draw some animal, for example, a penguin or a bird. Try to practice using free hand. All right. So try to practice different types of brushes. Try to draw anything you like. Right? You can use other types of brushes to see the difference, how it is. You can see that this type of brush, it seems to be more darker. It seems to be darker and thicker, right? You can see the difference of the line between all three, right? It's different sizes. Next, we have the other type of brushes, which you can use to draw anything you like. You can use this as a practice. Next, we have the oil brush, which it's quite useful since it's more thick. And you can also use it sometimes if you want to color the edges or the small areas. When you're coloring, maybe it doesn't get the color as you wanted it. So maybe you can use it to thicken it. All right. Let's renew our page. All right. Let's continue with our next brush, the crayon. Next, we have the crayon. So we can see again, we can try to draw something and see the difference of this type of brush, which I'm trying to draw a book, for instance. Okay. All right. Next, we have the marker. All right. So the marker, it just looks like a marker and it's very thick. And also you could use it to color the edges sometimes when you don't get it right. You can change the color as you like. Keep coloring as you like. And completing the detail. Next, we have the natural pencil brush, which is a very, very thin brush, which you can use to draw freehand. You can draw freehand. However, when you are drawing freehand, you still can try to use your imagination and add some texture. You can add some texture to your drawing using the shapes. You can use the shapes to help you out. All right. And don't forget, you can use your selection tool as you like as well. So there are different types. You can do free selection or with the square, which usually the square is more useful. Just add different shapes as you like. This, if you remember, this was the bucket for color. You can choose any color you like and come and color your shapes. Okay. This is just an example for you, but you can be more creative and try to draw something that you like. So this is the next style that is like a watercolor brush, which looks like a watercolor, right? You can use this in your drawing as you like to make it more beautiful. I'm just showing you as an example how it can look like, all right? And don't forget, when you want to use this as a brush, you have to press left click on your mouse. So you press the left one, you press it, and then you drag it over the page as you want, and then you let it go, all right? Just like this. Okay. Also, don't forget about our shapes, which we already learned. You can use these shapes to complete or even create an image by yourself. Okay, so real quick, let's go back to our PowerPoint. So for this week, I want you to watch these 3 YouTube videos also. It will help you to understand different ways that you can use your brush, your lines, your shapes to create an image, okay? So also don't forget about our line. So this is a normal line and this is the curve line that you can shape as you want, which this can come quite handy. This can help you quite a lot in creating some hard shapes, such as curves. All right. Now, let's go back to our PowerPoint again. So once you watch all these 3 YouTube videos, you can come to do the homework. The homework is to draw the layout of a penguin and color the drawing. And for this homework, please finish and send it on our e-learning platform by 19th of August. By 19th of August, next Thursday. So these are some examples. So you can use this to help you to draw a penguin. Here's one example. This is another. This is another. All right. So let's try one example. Okay. For me, I can just copy this and take it to Paint, make a new page, paste it. All right. So I can try to follow the layout first. What I have to do is I use the paint brush, whatever any brush you like, you think is best. So I'll choose this and I'll just go over the layout. Just like this. Just to help me learn the body of a penguin. Okay. You, however, you can try this first and then you can try it without the picture. So you do it by yourself. Try to be more creative. So try to do it without the image helping you. Also, don't forget, you can use the line and curve to help you create some shapes such as this. And just continue on using these. Just like this. Okay. You can see using this curve, I can create all right, something like this. Or if you're more comfortable, just use the freehand drawing like this and continue on completing your image using different types of brushes. And this way you can also practice how good of an artist you are. Don't forget, try to do this without the image itself. You can practice it to follow the layout first, just as I did. And then one time you can do it by yourself, see how you can do. So this was one way of drawing, or as in freehand. The next way would be using the shapes to create an image, such as a penguin. All right. So I'm using the oval shape at the moment. And then we have to use one more like this. Let's get the eyes. And one more eye. All right. And let's add the inside the eye and add the color. All right. right? And now let's continue on using the erase tool. Remember our erase tool, and come and erase this part. Okay, and erase the lower part. All right, and let's come back and color this part, and let's try to add the nose, maybe. Just like using the curve or any other command that you feel more comfortable with. All right, just something like this, or you can try to use other way also if you like. We can try to add something extra if you want. All right, just like this. Or we can have something like this, and that color. All right. Or we can just even add an oval. Just like this. And have some color for it. Get your bucket, choose the color, and color inside, right? You can continue on doing the legs like this, maybe, right? And obviously you have to erase some part. You can try to draw the other side too. Okay. You can add the wings or hands. All right, just like this. All right, something like this, and just color it. Okay, so that's about it. And we can color the feet too. Maybe not this color, maybe this. All right. And once you get your image, you just save it. Okay. You come to save as. All right. So one more time, I go slower. You come to file, save as. You can save as Jpeg. All right. So file, save as Jpeg picture, desktop. You can call, you can name your picture, penguin, or any name you like. Save it on your desktop, and that's it. You can see it is right here. So I saved the image. So you upload this image for me. Okay, that's all for today. So you can choose the way you want to make your penguin. There's no wrong way, as long as it looks like a penguin and you draw it using freehand, using shapes, the way I did, the way the YouTube video did, all are correct. So this is your homework, draw a penguin. So thank you for today. That's all. Take care, stay safe, stay home, and hopefully see you soon. Goodbye. See you next week.